What if I told you your mechanic might not want your engine running too clean? Sounds wild, right? But think about it. Some fuel additives out there are so powerful, they can clean your entire fuel system, boost mileage, and prevent those costly surprise repairs. And the best part? They're legal, they're cheap, and sitting right on shelves right now. Today, we're exploring 13 fuel additives mechanics would rather you never discover. Because if your engine stays clean, they might lose your business. Number 1. Seafoam motor treatment. Seafoam isn't flashy. It's not sitting front and center at your auto parts store with chrome labels and gimmicks. However, beneath that old school design lies a powerhouse. Seafoam works in fuel, oil, or can be directly added to the intake system. Once inside, it cleans carbon deposits, lubricates critical engine parts, and even quiets noisy filters. Mechanics rarely mention it, but many quietly use it in their garages. Why? Because it works. One treatment can smooth out rough idles, stop pinging, and clear out gunk buildup over thousands of miles. The reason some shops don't mention it: less buildup means fewer return visits. Cleaner engines equal fewer fuel-related complaints. And with Seafoam available in nearly every gas station, it's a threat to the high-dollar fuel system cleaning jobs many shops sell. Number 2. Techron Concentrate Plus by Chevron. You know it's real when your car's manufacturer recommends it. Techron Concentrate Plus is one of the few additives approved by major automakers because it works with science, not snake oil. Its active ingredient is PEA, polyethyramine, a powerful chemical that dissolves stubborn carbon deposits in the combustion chamber, fuel lines, and injectors. That rough idle or loss of power you've been feeling. PEA is designed to specifically fix that. The sneaky part? Techron isn't always stocked in your local lube shop. That's not a coincidence. A clean engine means better combustion, fewer misfires, and better MPG, which cuts down on diagnostic visits and repair orders. A bottle every 5,000 miles can extend injector life, reduce engine knocking, and help pass emissions testing like a breeze. Mechanics aren't going to bring it up unless you ask, and that silence speaks volumes. Number 3. Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubrication and Injector Cleaner. If your engine's running lean, dry, or sluggish, Lucas is like giving it a shot of espresso. This formula lubricates the upper cylinder area, also cleaning fuel injectors. That dual action? That's what makes it deadly effective. It's a favorite among long-haul truckers, DIY mechanics, and people who actually understand engines. And it works immediately. After a few tanks, you'll notice reduced hesitation, smoother revs, and potentially even a jump in fuel economy. Use it regularly, and you might never develop the throttle body or fuel system issues they'd otherwise get paid to clean. It also extends the life of the fuel pump, which is no small deal when replacement can cost over $800. A few ounces per fill-up can keep your entire fuel system in peak condition. Number 4. Royal Purple Max Clean. Royal Purple Max Clean isn't just about cleaning your engine, it's about enhancing it. Independent studies show it boosts horsepower by up to 2.6% and improves fuel economy by 3.2%. That's measurable performance, not just smoother idling or fewer knocks. It also reduces tailpipe emissions, making it a favorite among drivers who must pass stringent state inspections. But here's the catch. Most mechanics aren't going to recommend a product that reduces the chance of your car failing a smog test or showing poor OBD2 readings. But don't worry, we've got you guys covered. Max Clean utilizes a high concentration of PEA and proprietary detergents that penetrate deeply, cleaning injectors, combustion chambers, and fuel lines. One bottle treats up to 20 gallons and shows results within the first tank. If you drive hard, tow heavy, or just want that little extra edge in power, this is a mechanic-proof upgrade. Number 5. BG44K Fuel System Cleaner. This one is an industry secret. BG44K isn't flashy, and it's not even sold in most retail stores. It's distributed to dealers and repair centers. Why? Because this stuff works, and it's priced like professional gear. BG44K uses a potent blend of PEA and other solvents to dissolve carbon in combustion chambers and around injectors. Just one can restore throttle response, reduce cold start knocking, and prevent poor idle. What makes it different? It's fast. Some users report smoother starts and better mileage in one tank. And because it's rarely marketed to consumers, many shops charge you $100 plus for a fuel system cleaning, which is just them pouring this into your tank. Get it yourself online, pour it in, and cut out the middleman. The only reason mechanics won't talk about it is that it puts them out of business. Number 6. Marvel Mystery Oil. It's got a name straight out of a 1930s detective novel and a formula to match. Marvel Mystery Oil has been around for almost a century and people are still swearing by it. It can be added to your oil or fuel tank, and it cleans, lubricates, and even protects internal components. For older engines, it helps prevent stuck valves, quiets lifters, and cleans varnish deposits. The reason it's called a mystery because few people know how broad its impact is. It's used in airplanes, motorcycles, and marine engines too. Mechanics often scoff at it, but they also don't want you to realize it can stretch the lifespan of worn engines. Add it to your fuel every few fill-ups and to your oil before a change, and you'll see smoother cold starts and less knocking. It's not fancy, it's just proven. Number 7. Gumout Regain High Mileage. Most fuel additives are made for newer engines, but Regain High Mileage, it was designed specifically for older cars, where gunk starts choking your injectors, throttle bodies, and valves. This additive uses PEA and a lot of it, meaning it breaks down hard carbon that builds up from years of cheap gas and stop-and-go traffic. It also includes conditioners that help rehydrate seals and O-rings, which can shrink and cause leaks as engines age. Here's what it does. Smooths idle, reduces hesitation, restores power lost from the buildup, improves throttle response, and here's what your mechanic doesn't tell you. Many of the rough idle complaints in high-mileage vehicles are caused by clogged injectors or carbon, not major engine problem. Regain can clear that up in 2 tanks or less. For a few bucks, you might save yourself a misdiagnosed $600 repair. Number 8. Redline Complete SI1 Fuel System Cleaner. Redline SI1 is a favorite among gearheads and performance drivers because it's one of the few fuel additives loaded with PEA. We're talking over 30% concentration, which is multiple times more than most off-the-shelf cleaners. This isn't just about keeping injectors clean. SI1 can dissolve combustion chamber carbon, clean intake valves in port-injected engines, and help smooth out idle in direct injected systems. For turbocharged engines, it's a no-brainer. It prevents buildup that can hurt your boost pressure and damage sensors. The beauty, you don't need to use it every tank. 1 bottle every 3,000 miles is enough. And since it's highly concentrated, it doesn't dilute your fuel or leave behind residue like cheaper additives. Mechanics rarely mention Redline because it's over-the-counter maintenance that does the job of a $150 shop cleaning and sometimes better. Number 9. Sta-bil Fuel Stabilizer. If you've got a seasonal vehicle, lawnmower, motorcycle, boat, or even a car that sits for weeks, this one is crucial. Sta-bil Fuel Stabilizer doesn't clean injectors or boost horsepower. It prevents some of the worst engine damage there is, fuel system corrosion, and varnish from stale gas. Ethanol-blended gasoline starts to break down in as little as 30 days. As it degrades, it can clog carburetors, fuel filters, and injectors, leading to hard stops or complete failure. Sta-bil keeps fuel fresh for up to 24 months. It's essential for long-term storage, and it is often used in classic cars, emergency generators, and seasonal toys. Shops won't always bring it up because my car won't start and springtime is a moneymaker. But if you had Sta-bil in the tank, you'd probably never need that visit in the first place. It's cheap insurance. And if you've ever spent $400 rebuilding a clogged carb, you'll wish you had this little red bottle. Number 10. Liqui Moly Jectron Fuel Injection Cleaner. Liqui Moly is the pride of German engineering, and Jectron is their secret sauce for restoring performance, especially in older gas engines with high mileage. What sets Jectron apart is how smoothly it acts on fuel systems. It's not as aggressively solvent-heavy as others, which is perfect for older engines that can handle harsh detergents. It gently removes deposits from injectors, valves, and combustion chambers, reducing misfires, smoothing the idle, and improving fuel atomization. The best part? It often fixes surging or jerky acceleration, which many drivers think is a failing transmission or fuel dump. Turns out, it was just dirty injectors. Mechanics won't always recommend Jectron because it's an important product, and they're more familiar with US brands. But for European cars, BMWs, Audis, and Volkswagens in particular, this is often the right choice. One bottle every 3,000 miles is all it takes. Quiet engine, smoother ride, and way fewer mystery repair bills. Number 11. Berryman B12 Chem Tool. Sometimes you just need a heavy-duty flush, and Berryman B12 is a blunt force solution. It's strong, fast, and loaded with solvents that tear through carbon and varnish like paint stripper. Use B12 when you've got a really dirty system. It's especially good for old, high-mileage cars that have run cheap gas for too long. Just pour a can into your tank and watch it go to work in one fill-up. But here's the thing. B12 is strong. You don't want to overuse it. Once every few thousand miles is enough. And it's not recommended for newer vehicles with sensitive O2 sensors. Mechanics might avoid it because it can fix too much too fast, cleaning out gunk that would otherwise justify a fuel injector service, throttle body cleaning, or even a full system flush. At $6 to $8 a can, it's one of the most cost-effective cleaners on the market. Think of it as liquid scrubbing pads for your fuel system. Number 12. STP Ultra 5-in-1 Fuel System Cleaner. STP Ultra is like the underdog of the additives world. It's often sitting on shelves at Walmart, ignored, but it quietly outperforms a lot of the high-end brands. Why? Because it's one of the few budget-priced products that actually contains a decent amount of PEA, the good stuff. Most cheap additives rely on alcohol or kerosene-like carriers. STP Ultra, however, cleans injectors, intake valves, and combustion cleaners, and even includes friction modifiers to help your engine run cooler and smoother. Cars using this can rack up miles in traffic on questionable gas and rarely get TLC. One bottle every 4,000 miles can clean deposits and improve idle without breaking the bank. Why won't your mechanic mention it? Because most people assume STP is just another gas station gimmick. And if it's sitting right there for $10, why would you pay $120 for your injector cleaning service? Don't sleep on the budget beast. Number 13. Archoil AR6200 Fuel Treatment. The last one on our list is military grade. Literally. Archoil AR6200 was developed for military and aerospace applications, and it works in gasoline and diesel engines alike. It's not a cleaner, it's a fuel enhancer. It increases the combustion efficiency of your fuel, reduces soot, and boosts lubricity in dry modern fuel blends. The result? Cleaner burns, more power, and fewer carbon deposits in the long run. It's excellent for direct injection engines, turbocharged setups, and diesel trucks, where fuel quality can drastically affect performance. It also prevents corrosion, stabilizes fuel, and improves cold weather performance. Although it's not widely available in stores, it's one of the best additives for clogged injectors, smoky exhausts, and fuel system wear. Archoil isn't cheap, but if you're serious about engine longevity and performance, it's worth every drop. Here's the deal. Not every fuel additive is a miracle, and some are straight up garbage. But the 13 on this list, they've earned their stripes through performance, science, and real-world results. Your mechanic might not recommend them, not because they're bad, but because they work too well. Clean injectors, smooth idle, better gas mileage, and fewer repairs, that's not great for business. But it's amazing for you. Try one, try a few, and next time your engine starts purring like new, you'll know the secret. It wasn't your mechanic, it was what was poured into your tank. With that, the time of our video is over. Like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more. Till then, see you on the road.